In this episode, we're going to try and untangle the entire Gran Turismo lineup. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I really hope you enjoy it. And if you like this kind of content with my own cars, this gorgeous 2013 Maserati GranTurismo, a Mercedes CL500 from 2011, and a cute little MG midget from 1971, it'd be great to have you as a subscriber. So for those of you who've been with the channel for a while, will know that I picked up this gorgeous 2013 Maserati GranTurismo in Bianco Eldorado a couple of months ago. I'm absolutely loving it. Those of you who have been with the channel since the start will know that I began this channel with a Maserati GranTurismo, hence the name Maserati guy. But even with the fact that I've owned two of these cars over the years, I've obviously built up quite a bit of knowledge over the years. I still struggle to untangle the various models and trim levels and variants in the Gran Turismo and GranCabrio line. The Gran Turismo was first introduced in 2008. It's been with us pretty much up until the present day. It's only recently been discontinued. But over that period, a number of different models were introduced, both in the coupe version and in the convertible GranCabrio version, and the model designations became quite complex and messy. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the Gran Turismo and GranCabrio models from 2008 until 2019, and we'll try and untangle some of the names and the variants and the trim levels that are applied to them. So if you're looking for one, it makes it easier to determine what exactly you're getting. So the various model definitions were so complex that I actually had to do a little spreadsheet to make it clear so I could do this video. So I've done the work that you don't have to. So back in 2008, the Gran Turismo was first released as a base model, nothing else. So that car, when it first came out, had a 4.2 litre V8. It produced about 400 brake horsepower. It had a very different design to this. Instead of having these grills down here, it had fog lights or spotlights in the front, just under the headlights. So a very different look to the original car. The interior was very different. The seats were a little bit more square and flat, and it was the first car in the range. The interesting thing about the base model with the 4.2 litre engine is that it actually continued unchanged through till 2017, as far as I can tell. It's quite difficult to tell because not many of them ever come up for sale, but from what I've seen, there's a 2016 brochure which has the original 4.2 litre GT with the old style front, the old style interior, still for sale as a separate model in 2016. In 2009, they introduced the Gran Turismo S, which was an upgraded sports version, if you like. If you think of S and Sport as being essentially the same, it came with a 4.7 litre V8, which was producing about 434 brake horsepower. So quite a significant increase in power, bigger engine. Essentially the same though, design-wise and interior, and that continued through until 2012. So in 2013, the Gran Turismo S became the Gran Turismo Sport. It was uprated to 454 brake horsepower. It had a new front design here. It had a new interior with more stylish seats, and was generally a freshening up of the look of the car. That car continued on until 2017, when it was replaced by a completely new facelifted version for 2018 and 2019, but essentially the same engine and interior. And the third model in the lineup was the MC Stradale, which was the kind of race-inspired version. That first came out in 2011. It was then revised in 2013 to have the same engine as the Gran Turismo Sport, developing about 454 brake horsepower. Like the Gran Turismo Sport, the MC Stradale was facelifted heavily in 2018 with new interior and new infotainment system and new front design, and it was changed to just simply the MC. So it was then known as the Gran Turismo MC. So for the final 2 years of 2018 and 2019, there are essentially only two models. There was the Gran Turismo Sport and the Gran Turismo MC. So the original base model had the ZF transmission right through its life from 2008 until 2017. The Gran Turismo S was only available from 2009 to 2012 with the sequential manual gearbox. After 2013, there was a choice. You could option either the ZF or the sequential manual box. From 2011 until 2017, the MC Stradale was only offered with the MC Shift sequential manual. For the 2018-2019 model years, it too changed to the ZF transmission and the SMG was no longer available. So moving on to the GranCabrio line, if you're still with me at this point, similar to the Gran Turismo, there were three trim levels, the base, the Sport and the MC. The base model GranCabrio was available from 2010 and right through until 2017, like the Gran Turismo base model. The GranCabrio base, like the Gran Turismo base, also had the original body right through its life, although the GranCabrio base model always had the 4.7 litre engine, and it had a little bit more power at the start, 434 brake horsepower, which was then, after a couple of years, increased to 444 brake horsepower until the end of its life. So similar to the Gran Turismo, the GranCabrio also came in an S version, which then transitioned to a Sport version. That was always only available with the ZF transmission. It was much more of a cruiser than a sports car, so therefore it wasn't offered the MC Shift transmission. And finally, the GranCabrio MC, as it was called, it was never called the MC Stradale, was released in 2013. For the first 5 years of its life, it had the MC Shift transmission, but in 2018, like all the other models of the range, it too transitioned to the ZF transmission. So the last thing I wanted to talk about in this video was a few extra terms that are used in relation to the Gran Turismo GranCabrio line, which are a little bit confusing. So the first of these is MC Sportline. All that means is a trim pack. Means nothing else other than a trim pack. So you get carbon fiber wing mirrors, you get carbon fiber door handles, you get some interior carbon. The suspension is lowered a little bit. You get slightly stiffer suspension. So there's a few things that MC Sportline pack adds to an existing car, but it doesn't really mean anything in terms of the model lineup. The other term you'll see frequently is MC Shift. That only means the sequential manual gearbox. Maserati is very good at confusing people with this terminology. They use MC Auto Shift for the automatic transmission, and they use MC Shift for the sequential manual. So I think the easiest thing is just to think of it as an automatic, which is ZF, or MC Shift, which is the sequential manual. That's about it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below, A, if you've followed what I've been saying at all in this video, and B, if you've got any thoughts or if you've got any corrections on what I've been trying to explain here. It really is confusing. I hope in the new range of Gran Turismo, when it comes out, that it'll be slightly simpler and they won't use so much confusing terminology. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting and informative. If you did like it, don't forget to smash that like. It'd be great to have you as a subscriber and hit that notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram down here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.